Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of Dancing with the Stars.
You give me that Disney!
It's Disney week and I am just in heaven.
We wait for this all the time.
This is the second time they've done this, but we've been waiting since the first time.
Live animation this time. They added in.
They did that last time too.
Not for every dance. Not for every dance. There was a huge pro opening.
It was amazing.
It's a Small World. Oh, I loved it. Everything about tonight, I loved.
Because Disney is just like...
Magical.
Magical, life, beauty, charm.
Pretty, fine,
everything
nice,
I love.
friend.
Okay, so let's talk about the dances. All right, first up, Suzanne and Tony. They're in Jeopardy. Oh no.
In Jeopardy.
So they are doing a jazz number.
To Lady and the Tramp. And, well, that was the movie. That wasn't the song. She needed a pep talk because...
She had a breakdown in the studio this week. She was like, I don't know if I can continue on the show. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. She has a hard time picking up the choreography.
I find this so hard to believe. It almost seems manufactured to me because I remember seeing an interview many years back of her and her husband, and she is not a quitter. She is a workhorse machine. Mm-hmm. So, I gotta think it was a little manufactured.
Could be. I don't know.
At first I thought they had a memory slip, but they said it was a wardrobe malfunction.
It still kind of seems like a memory slip a little bit to me, but
they
maybe
missed a lot.
Maybe it was a memory slip that was caused by the wardrobe malfunction.
I'll buy that.
You know what I mean? Because she was like, "Oh crap!" But yeah,
28.
It had some moments. That opening
when
she put her leg around his arm.
I know. It started out so nice, and it seemed to have like a lot of promise, but then it went pear-shaped.
All right, next up, Robert and Kim. They are flying high after that waltz last week.
Did you see those private moments between the two of them?
I felt a little awkward watching that. I was
like, baby.
Let's let them have their privacy, because this is too much.
Well, she was Mary popping out.
Yeah.
Dirty pillows on display.
They did a quick step to, what is that, a step in time? From Mary Poppins?
Kim flew in.
That was so cool.
That was really cool, even though I could see the strings. But
get over it.
It was so much fun.
You could tell Robert was having a great time out there.
Until he didn't have a great time.
Well...
Then he started stressing out and...
He started out, it seemed like, on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
Like, that first step was wrong.
Yeah.
So it's hard to then go ahead and do the rest of the routine when you start off wrong.
When he first came out with the other people in the number, he was great.
When they got together.
Right. That was when it went bad.
Yeah. But you could see on his face that he was having a great time, and I think that covers up a lot of errors. You know, when you can see that someone is enjoying themselves.
He had a strong finish. But he lost time very many times.
He messed up his steps in time.
The judges were harsh, too.
They were!
They gave them straight 6s. And
I was a little surprised. I thought that was kind of low. Even with the mishaps.
So they had a 24 for that one. I thought that was super harsh. Don't do that to Robert.
All right, next up, Patty and Artem. They are also in Jeopardy this week.
I don't think they really were.
It could have been fake Jeopardy.
Yeah. Because she has a humongo fan base, judging by the ballroom every week.
So they were dancing a waltz this week.
To some song in Pinocchio.
Some song? When You Wish Upon a Star.
I know. All right, so she was in pain.
It's a little long.
She hurt
her knee.
Her knee. But they stole that cool dress effect from American Idol from a couple weeks ago.
I was like, oh, do you call up that dress guy?
Hey, you got J-Lo's dress.
Yeah, that was cool. About the dance. Good for her for powering through the injury, first of all. I thought this was very charming. It was simple, but it was beautiful.
It was lacking a lot of the aspects of the dance, though. Her frame wasn't great.
There wasn't rise and fall, but I thought it was charming.
She kept up with the choreography.
Yeah, she didn't miss steps.
No. So it was a 27, so good for her.
All right.
This was one of my favorites of the night, if not my favorite. Although the other one that I'm going to talk about later on was amazing. But Willow and Mark's Foxtrot to Alice in Wonderland.
Mark is continuing to come up with these crazy concepts.
He is so cutting edge, it's not even funny. I love his little fantasy Tim Burton,
Yeah, he's like the Tim Burton of ballroom.
He is, exactly.
Crazy.
All right, so it was a huge production number.
Yeah, there were a lot of people involved. There was like smoke and all this stuff.
Contacts, furry faces.
That costume, I bet
Willow
he got
adorable though?
She was. She looked really cute in her outfit. I bet that Mark got that bunny costume on clearance because it's after Easter.
Yep. He was awesome as the White Rabbit, and then it kind of went like dark when
was a little dark.
carried her away at the
Yeah,
end.
I was like, whoa, what's going on?
I'm surprised they only got a 34 for that.
Well, I mean, I think the technique wasn't totally there. And they may have gotten swept up in the whole thing, like, is this real? Ooh, sorry. Is this like a foxtrot or what? But I thought there was a lot of foxtrot
There was a
content
lot
in
of
there.
foxtrot in
They
there.
did, break hold a few times to do some other stuff, but there was a lot of foxtrot in there.
I thought it should have been higher. All right, so
Yeah, I could have seen like all nines across the board or something.
Chris and Whitney doing a quick step to Hercules.
Bless my soul.
He was Hercules with big white old man shorts underneath.
Okay, Chris got such an attitude in practice.
He really was a little bitch.
Oh, whoa!
He really was. That was so uncalled for.
And Whitney was just like,
Alfonso,
what do I do?
help me!
So she brought in Alfonso, last season's winner. Alfonso Whitney!
And Chris seems like a real He-Man woman hater. Like, he won't listen
He was like,
to
don't
Whitney.
talk to me like that.
He won't listen to Whitney, so he has to hear it from like another guy, like Alfonso. Oh,
I don't
thanks,
know.
Alfonso.
It was
You
just
really
like,
helped me.
it was kind of awkward. And I was just like, ooh.
I would be so pissed if I were her. All right, so he pulled a muscle in his calf in dress rehearsal.
Yeah, this
I
morning.
don't know if I can perform tonight, Whitney.
Really?
Sorry, I did not like that little bitch attitude of his.
Well, he pulled it together. He put on a sock under that sandal.
And he danced around like a bear in a swamp. A toddler bear in a swamp.
His timing is just...
Horrendous. His musicality is crap. He has no graceful bone in his body. I'm sorry, I'm just saying the truth.
Got all those steps in there for the most part.
Great, he made out with everybody, but he can't dance.
All right.
27. I thought that was a little high.
Yeah, I was surprised that he got higher than Robert.
Yeah, because Robert
Definitely.
was really trying.
All right, next up. Moving on with our
All right.
lives. Noah and Sharna.
A foxtrot from
A whole new world.
I love this. Noah came in on the magic carpet.
That was so cool.
I felt so bad for him in practice.
He's getting a little bummed out. But that pep talk from Sharna was perfect. I want Sharna to give me pep talks.
Sharna was great with him. I think they are such a great couple.
Suck it up, princess.
I loved it.
It was awesome.
I thought he did a really great job.
This was like probably my favorite routine from them so far.
Yes.
I really liked it.
I really was surprised that the judges only gave them 28.
I thought there would be some 8s in there.
I thought it should have been straight 8s.
Straight 8s?
Yep. Now, let's talk about our favorite number of the night.
Okay.
Riker and Allison!
Yay! They did a Paso Doble too. He's a pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean.
He looked like Jack Sparrow. He danced like Jack Sparrow.
You could tell he was so excited to be playing this character.
I don't think he's taking that costume off until tomorrow.
I think he's going to be showing up for the rest of the season. Like, I'm going to compete as Captain Jack Sparrow from now on. I hope that's cool. He's like Steve the Pirate from Dodgeball. It's done. Riker is no more. It's all Captain Jack.
Was great, and it got a 38. I was shocked that it didn't get a little bit higher.
I mean, the technique was not perfect, but it's the same thing week to week from Riker.
Right.
Technique's not perfect. The energy, amazing. I thought he did a great job.
He was Jack Skellington being Jack Sparrow.
Okay.
I loved it.
It was great. Good job, Allison, on that choreography.
That was really cool. All right, so Rumor and Val, Samba to Little Mermaid. She didn't want to be a princess. She wanted to be a villain.
They were talking about the music, and they were like, we'd like to see you do some Frozen. She was like,
no.
give that to Nastia and Derek. She was like, and then they were like, oh, which princess do you want to be? I want to be a villain. Which I think suits her. I'm not saying she's a villain, but she's got like that kind of like dark horse. I don't know, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's got that vibe.
She's quirky.
She can pull it off.
Yeah. So the costumes were amazing.
Ursula and that eel guy. Who was he? Who was Val?
I don't know. I guess he was either Flotsam or Jetsam.
Was there like some eel character that I don't remember?
Yeah, Flotsam and Jetsam.
Okay, there you go.
All right, and the pool time thing, though, made me a little uneasy.
It was crazy. They should be on like a synchro team or something. That was awesome.
I don't know, but it was really great. I mean, they did deserve a 39. It wasn't my favorite, though.
It wasn't my favorite. Maybe it's just because I'm like a huge samba fan and I wasn't really feeling that whole samba vibe, but I thought it was a great routine.
Yeah, it was. And again, another big production number.
Very deserving of that score,
Yeah.
I would say.
All right, so to close the show, Nastia and Derek doing a number from Frozen.
Frozen! Love is an open door!
Sorry, Nastia. This was previously offered to Rumor, and she passed.
I do think that it definitely fit Nastia and Derek better.
Yeah.
Derek played a villain. He was the bad guy.
Yeah. They had a jazz routine, and it was a lot of fun.
I thought it was
but
really enjoyable.
something is wrong between the two of them. Like, I wasn't getting the chemistry. Maybe because she rehearses with that other guy most of the time.
Henry.
Yeah, and they just put it together kind of at the end, but I really wasn't getting a whole lot of chemistry out of them. Don't get me wrong, it was fun.
It was a lot of fun. They had a lot of cool stuff in there, choreography-wise. I have to agree with Carrie Ann. The lip-syncing thing was bothering me a little bit.
Yeah.
I could have done without the lip-syncing.
Something was just off.
Maybe just like in the intro and the outro, but
Right.
during the performance, I want to see the dancing.
38.
All right.
So, yeah, so Rumor's still on top. And somebody's got to go home.
Yeah, we gotta send somebody home now.
So
It's all fun and games.
in the bottom, Patty and Artem, Chris and Whitney, and Suzanne and Tony.
All right, Patty and Artem, you're safe.
That means it's either Beckler or...
Three-way poncho.
Yep. And I was thinking, oh man, is this finally the week that Chris is going? He's not really adding much to the show for
I hope
me.
he has a better outlook in rehearsal this week.
I hope so, because he's struggling.
All right, so that's the end of Suzanne and Tony. That makes me sad.
Poor Tony. And poor Suzanne. I mean, she was trying.
Yeah, she did a good job.
And have you noticed all of the people on the show are, like, really looking like...
Svelte.
Yes. Yeah.
Looking good, guys. Keep up the
I
good
have
work.
to mention especially Suzanne and Patty. Patty
She
looks
looks fantastic.
fabulous. Oh my gosh. I hope she's not wearing those big poncho things to
If she wants to wear that, let her wear it. Leave her
She
alone.
doesn't have to. She doesn't have to
She
wear
wants
those.
to.
All right. I mean, I can't get over it. I wish I could go on the show.
Well, let us know if you agree with who went home this week, which were your favorite dances, who's in trouble next week.
And next week is team dances.
Oh boy. Should be good.
No
and
one
spring
wants-
break special, whatever that means.
It's gonna be it's gonna be like playground pick. Who's not getting Chris? All right. Till next time.
Much love.
Edit.